My guest today is Dion Bender. How you doing, D?
Doing great, Tim. How you doing, buddy?
Today I feel good. It's beautiful out. It's a weird time of life, though, isn't it?
Yes, it is, man. We should be out there. We should be out there playing, man. It's just, it's really upsetting right now. I'm going stir crazy in the house, man. This is driving me crazy.
Well, it looked like that video online of you running with the parachute. Hopefully that's beside the house you're in. You got, looks like you got room for quake pits out there.
Yeah, there's a slight problem out here where I'm living. I live in an HOA. You know, I moved into my girlfriend's place, and it's tough because they don't want you digging up the grounds and everything. So I did set some up last year and played a few games, but I always feel like somebody's going to walk around the corner on the path there and be eyeing me up and be like, "Oh, what's that guy doing? That's a violation." So, and then we have to take the pins. I have to set them up and then take them down every time I play because I just don't want anybody to see. So,
yeah,
I'm not as fortunate as you having those pits in the woods back there.
Yeah, I am lucky. I got them open, and I need some new dirt, some new clay, but they're good enough to at least throw on, you know, by myself.
Yeah, I enjoyed that when I was at your place last year. As a holiday, I guess I had off. We came over on a Friday, and 8 of us or 6 or 8 of us were throwing.
Yeah, I think we had 8 because there's only one pit, so we did 4 and 4. You know, 4 up, 4 down. Had a nice round robin. That was fun. I drank too much. Didn't play real well. That much I remember.
Yeah. So anyway, I have to bring this up. This is kind of blackmail for you to get me on here, isn't it? Would that be the definition?
Yeah, Carl's holding your money from the indoor Fritz's Island Championship quarantine cut down, I guess. But you were the leader in the clubhouse. Well, so yeah. What did you win? $2?
That's what you guys are telling me. I'm kind of nervous about that. I want the 126.
Yeah, I think it was a good poll because there was even though it was a short season, it was a lot of people every week.
Oh yeah, but just to let Carl know, he doesn't get that old belt back until I get my money. So
yeah, he probably forgot you even have it.
I know. Yeah.
I think I said to you before, it's probably not $100 belt, so unless it's vintage,
Thanks for the tip. You said if anybody you want to ask for anything, ask Carl. He has everything, and I asked him for the belt I needed that night, or my pants fell down while I'm playing quoits, and that belt worked. It came through, man.
Yeah, man. When in doubt, ask Carl. That's why they call him the chief, because he's in charge of everything, even if he doesn't want to be. He's got all his shit under control.
Well, he's a great guy. You and him are like 2 of the best guys I've met.
Thanks, man.
Quoits. I mean, you're the first ones to say hi, first ones to say bye. I mean, you greet people. It's great. So. Appreciate it.
Yeah, I was likening this crowd of people that we have, the whole extended community, to a big dysfunctional family.
It's very dysfunctional.
Well, some of these guys, like Willie and Jerry, you get them together and just chaos. You can't even talk to them on the Zoom in a normal fashion. It's all chaos.
No, they weren't even ready.
No, I could have edited that out, but I thought it was funny to leave that in.
Speaking of Thursday night quoits, I just wanted to thank Sean Hirsch and Kyle Kramer. Sean Hirsch this is memorable, he hit a big-time ringer to end a game, a topper, I think. We were playing side by side. You would have won that night. You had already won, and me and Sean's game was still playing, and it was either he hits this ringer or I lose to you. And he hit that topper, and that helped me. That gave me a point. So thank you,
Sean's awesome, and it's hard in those indoor pits to hit ringers.
Oh yeah, he was struggling kind of all night. He was upset at himself. I said, just hit this one shot, Sean. I'll give you a big hug. And he did, man.
Yeah, that's good. I had some good partners this year and made some good runs on a couple nights, and then I had some nights where I got bounced out early, and I was in a weird part of life, doing a lot of traveling to take care of family issues. So I wasn't always mentally right there, but or maybe physically there. But it's a great relief just being able to get with the guys and throw some steel. It's such a great game. You played great all season. Jim Ruyak was breathing down your neck. He played great all indoor season. And
Yeah.
the
I
phrase
Kyle, it's funny. Kyle comes out for one night, I think, and I got lucky and picked him, and he struggled at first. He just had to get back in the swing of things. Then he just started. He got hot, man. He was hitting lots of hooks. So thanks, Kyle Kramer.
Yeah, man. He's a stud. That's why, him and Jay have won a lot of tournaments. They won the Spring Open last year, and they've been finalists at major tournaments. And
they're always up there. Yep.
Always up there.
Yeah.
Although they didn't get out of the round of 16 at the Peach Fest last year.
Oh, Peach Fest, me and you.
That's because we took them out, D.
Talking about that was going to be when you were going to ask me about some of the shots that I remember the most. Well, topping Kyle Kramer twice during that game was one of my memories, and getting past those guys was huge.
Oh yeah, it's impossible. It's they're one of those teams you got to top them a couple times to get out to beat them. I think I might have clipped Jason in the first game, and then you did the damage in the second.
Didn't we beat the team before? Wasn't it Keeb and somebody? Is that the when you were hitting those ringers and Keeb was top?
Yeah, we had a nice day that day. I struggled. We were up in those slanted pits, and I struggled in pool play. We didn't have a good pool play record. And remember, we came out and we're supposed to play Dwayne and John Heck, the defending champs. Yeah. And then they reshuffle it. And we're like, yeah, cool. We'll get somebody easier. And we get Keeb and Monk.
Oh, my God. Yeah.
Which wasn't easier. But we squeezed past them. Yeah, the second game, Keeb switched and came down. And I was throwing point shots, but they were going on. And he kept covering me.
Yeah, and then we ran into the hot Nevin and Chris Clare, right?
Yeah, when we played them, we went deep with them. We played them hard. They won the tournament.
Yeah, so there's no shame in that. I mean, when you lose to a team that ends up winning the tournament, there's no shame at all.
Yeah, any big tournament like that too, you make a deep run. It's a good day. That was some of the best I played last year. Once we got to those lower pits, which were flatter.
Yeah, yep, your game changed big time.
Yeah, I struggled on them upper pits, man. I struggled dearly. But that's the game when you're in those situations, man.
Well, I like throwing with you, because you're like one of the most reliable guys to throw with. As far as you're kind of like a hybrid thrower. You get your point shots, and now you've been hitting the hook shots.
Try them.
You frustrate me sometimes when I'm playing. I'm not expecting the hook, and you've been hitting. I can't mess around with you anymore.
You got to go for them now. That's just the way the game is now. You still, we call this show Point Shot as a goof, but sometimes you do got to take the point. But a lot of times, if you may want to risk giving that point away or two away that are laying cheap to go for it and hit the big ringer with the hammer and try and move the game out of reach if you can.
Yeah.
And that, to me, strategy-wise, sometimes I got to think through that because some of these guys are just, and you may even fall into that category. There's no question that you're going for it. You're not going to bother taking the point. You're just going to go for it, try and bang that ringer.
Yeah. I have more of a hook shot than a point shot, but I'm sort of like you. I want to get my points, not be stupid, but I've worked on my hook shot a lot the last few years.
Yeah. Well, it's funny. There's hybrid guys out there that are like that. I would say, guys that have both shots, guys like Jerry Reitmeyer and Billy Comrade come to mind because they'll stick that front quate. They'll take that first point almost every time. And if you miss, they're going to make you pay and take that penny before they go for the bomb. Typically, depends on the situation, but those are two guys, and there's probably 10 others, but those are two guys that come to my mind.
Yeah, for sure.
So we kind of jumped right out in front to quates. How you making out through the quarantine, D? Are you working?
Oh yeah, they need. I'm very essential. I actually pick up medical waste, so I'm right there. I'm on the front lines, man.
That's good.
Taking extra money to do what I do.
Yeah.
So it's good. I'm working. I feel bad for the people that aren't.
I know. I do too. As long as you're safe, that's good.
Yep. Keeping safe, man. I just want everybody to be smart about this thing. There's a lot of people not being smart, man. They're not respecting it. They're going out. These protesters going out with no masks or anything, and they don't realize they're just going to prolong what we have to do here. And I don't want this prolonged anymore. It's frustrating enough.
No, besides quoits and life, there's another aspect of life you and I talk about all the time, and this is going to be severely impacted, and that's going out to see live music.
Oh, I was just going to say, I'm glad we didn't buy our Todd Snyder tickets.
I know. Somehow this virus hit, and I had no concert tickets in the hole. Probably because of the situation in my family at the time. I wasn't buying tickets, but.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, I have a few that we got. It's a shame, man. There's a bunch that got to be moved or canceled, and it's just frustrating. I went on a buying spree right before this, and I hadn't been for the longest time. So I buy all these tickets, a few comedy shows, a few concerts, and all of a sudden this hits, and they're pushing stuff back. But like, I see Todd Snyder has a rescheduled date for July 25th. But is that even going to happen?
I don't know, man. I don't know. Everything's off, and even in the bars, going out to a bar where there's 20 people to see a local band, that's gone right now,
Are you doing any of the, like Todd Snyder has a live stream tomorrow at 11? It's like, are you doing any of that stuff, watching the live stream?
We've done a ton of it. Yeah, we've done a lot. Many different musicians. I forget the one place that's streaming every night. Musicians play, and you can pay $5 to get in, and some of the money goes to Feed America. Locally, there's a Facebook group called the Berks County Quarantine Open Mic.
Yeah, I saw you post it.
It's run by Zach DeSantis from NU Brutus and the Quiet Campaign, I think, and a couple other bands. But they have like over 12,000 people on this Facebook group now, and every night you can sign up for half-hour slots. And
how has it been with like bands? Like, is this just acoustic stuff, or are they doing the full band shows?
It's mostly solo. There are some bands and some duos in situations where those people are living together or in close proximity. My son did a band night like towards the beginning of this, and that was it. They said that's going to be it the one time. They spread out, but mostly it's singles and duos. But it's interesting. There's piano players and harp players and little kids and old people, and it's really it's nice to see the community do that. There's been a lot of bands too are releasing archival concerts.
Yeah.
So that's nice. We hooked that up on the big TV with the bows and bang out some music, have a cocktail.
Yeah, I figured you were watching. You really support the local live scene, so that's good. Love it.
Yeah, man, it's fun. I love quoits. I love live music. That's what my YouTube channel says. It's all quoits and live music and other stuff I like.
Oh, let's get back to quoits. We can sit here and talk all day about our similar interests. So
I know. Yeah.
We got 15 minutes here.
Yeah, I didn't even set my timer. I forgot. So.
Oh, that's good. We'll just stay on here all day. There's nothing else to do.
Yeah, whatever, man. I don't know if anybody ever watches this stuff anyway.
Oh, yeah. Well, the Ring Lord's got some good viewership. They're up to like 50 views.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
I'll have to go back and look at that.
Yeah.
Well, they're always entertaining, boy. You're going to have a good time. We're talking about live music in the Ring Lords. I went to see Get the Lead Out at Pat Garrett Amphitheater last summer before, with the Ring Lords, my wife, Cece Luckenbill.
Oh, yeah, I remember that, yeah.
Woo, man. The Ring Lords are not phony, man. They know how to party.
There's a guy I know that was with them for a while. I follow him. He's a local guy now. Andrew Lipke was their guitarist, and he's awesome. He's out of Philly now, Philly-based.
Oh, yeah, Andrew Lipke?
Lipke, Lipke. And I followed him since he came into Philly, and he was their guitarist for the longest time. So,
no kidding. Yeah. I'll check him out. I just wrote him down.
Yeah, he's really good. He does all sorts of stuff. You'd like him.
That's cool, man. I appreciate the tip. I'll check it out. Well, we covered everything I had written down. The only thing we really didn't get to, we talked about the indoor quoits and, the match you and I played together that day. That was fun. But you had a good run in other tournaments. You won the last tournament of the year with Lamar.
Oh, that's what I had to clear up. Well, Carl was right. He did mention my name, but me and Lamar, that was me and Lamar.
Yeah. I knew I was throwing against you, but I didn't remember Lamar. I erased him. He had, you know what? I had a bad time with Lamar last year, so I erased him from my memory.
Yeah, it's the worst time this could ever shut down because I was on quite a roll. Starting off with the old bastards, me and Keith won for the second year in a row. We're going for 3 this year if we get out there, so that'll be fun. And then the German club I played was Shooter, and we ended up with the finals. Ringlords knocked us out there. And then the Fall Classic, I was with Lamar, won that. He was Dwayne. Dwayne and Todd were together. That's who he beat. Is that who Dwayne was with?
It could be. Yeah, it gets fuzzy in my memory, but it may have been.
I think they usually shoot together there. And then, I was doing good with the indoor Thursday night. So it's like, and then all this shuts down. Like I was on a roll. Got to end now.
Yeah, I hear you, man. I hear you. That's why you got to figure it out at home, get some pits in, Yeah,
I'm going to do it. I'm waiting for nicer weather. Like this weather's just been crazy lately with the rain and the wind and the storms. And it'll break. Usually it breaks at the beginning of June.
I'm wondering if I need to start practicing wearing a mask, putting the bandana on, because when we come back, if we have a tournament, we're probably going to have to wear them. I think I may have to go down in the woods dressed like a bandit.
Yeah, I guess that'll be the most important thing because the way we yell and scream at these quake tournaments, you got to have something covering your mouth. The droplets are the major thing you got to look out for. We might be able to pull it off, like you said, some of the smaller tournaments because just don't touch our face. And if we have masks on, I don't think we're going to spread it in any way there, man.
My major concern is I don't think during quating season leading into this fall, I don't think we're going to be cleared for large gatherings, which is, I think they qualify at 10. So we got to find a way to do it with 8. So there's some ideas flipping around, like you mentioned, with doing round robins at multiple locations that might work and actually run a tournament that takes 3 weeks as opposed to 1 day. But
oh yeah, we should set that up definitely.
There's talk. We got to get into yellow. We got to get Berks County into yellow first,
Yeah.
And hopefully Montgomery. I don't know. They were hit bad, so I don't know how long they'll be red. Yeah.
It's a slow process.
It is
very slow. I'm getting frustrated, aren't you? It's like I know you like to be out and about.
I'm frustrated. I'm only in the quarantine right now about 2 or 3 weeks since my father passed. Before that, I really wasn't paying attention to it. So to me, it's still kind of new. And like you said, I'm lucky. I got a set up with quake pits, and I'm working from home, so I can get up and go out, walk the dog, and go out and throw quates. And I'm not. I feel bad for people who are stuck like in a condo that don't have a yard and can't get outside and have a lot of neighbors right next to their wall. That's got to be really tough.
Yeah, or don't have any family, or some people are just by themselves.
Yeah, I have a couple friends I got that I keep reaching out to that I know, they're single, they live alone, they're in an apartment, and this is tough right now. But
yeah, definitely.
Yeah, no sports, and we got no sports, we got no nothing. We just got this nonsense right here.
Yeah, and that Eagles draft, that's been crazy.
I didn't watch yesterday, but I heard they took a quarterback.
It's just been crazy, man. Their selections, yeah.
What are they doing?
They had a lot of other positions they could have filled, and they picked a quarterback. I guess a guy to bring in on third down and a gimmicky guy. I don't know.
Maybe they're worried that Wentz don't survive and they need another guy. I don't know. I'd have taken the wide receiver that the Vikings took right after us personally.
Yeah.
But Dan Carter was excited.
The Vikings always get the picks that I want. They got Cook when I wanted Cook the other year.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe one theory I saw someone float out there is that the Eagles know that the way the virus is, there's going to be no off-season training camps and all this stuff. So bringing in young guys you want to contribute right away outside of specialties is just not gonna. You're not gonna be able to mesh them into your offense.
Yeah, Howie just said they value quarterback, and that's what they want to do. That's their value position. So, but if I was him, I wouldn't want to come to the Eagles. Like, I'm just going to be a backup to Carson Wentz. I don't want to play.
And it's going to put pressure on Carson for sure.
Yeah, he can't like that pick.
No, man, no. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. It's pretty wild. I guess they got more picks today. I watched the first night. I found it very annoying, so I turned it off. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. The later rounds aren't as exciting. It's that first round. It's fun to watch.
There's no reason they can't do that faster, man.
I know. Especially that first pick took forever. I was like, come on, let's get on with it.
Yeah, it was stupid. I tell you, during this, about a couple months ago, I shut my cable off. So all I have are streaming services, and I really don't watch broadcast TV at all. Then they took the sports away. So I haven't, like, something with commercials was, like, archaic to me. I'm like, damn, this sucks. Well.
We roll with Hulu and Netflix. We got all that going. So Hulu has all the channels we need, the network stations and all that. So I have to have my ABC and all that. So.
Yeah, that's primarily our thing is Hulu and Prime.
Yeah.
Yep. All right, man. Well, that looks good. We got it all. I appreciate the tip on Andrew Lipke. I'll check him out.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah, I think you'll like it.
I will, man. I'll check it out. It's good to see you, my friend.
Yes. Nice.
We'll see. Hopefully we can get back together. We're lined up to throw that peach again, so hopefully they're going to allow that to take place.
That'll be the biggest problem, like the like Bethel Fire Company and places like that. It's all about whether they're going to allow us to play there, which I highly doubt if they're following the guidelines.
Yeah, if they're not allowed to be open inside, then we're not going to be allowed to be playing outside.
So we got to just do, like you said, and kind of make up our own tournaments. Like places like around here, like Ken might do something like that.
Yeah, Kenny's in. He'll participate.
You guys with the Fritz Island over there.
Yeah, I think we can come up with 8 venues.
I can go to either place. I mean, I'm just trying to. They're the most local places.
Right.
I live to is Willie, but he only has like one.
Well, he's talking about putting in a second pit and then having one there. So, and the idea would be to follow state, federal, and CDC guidelines as closely as to follow them exactly. So we would try and come up with 8 pods of 8 players and fill it in geographically as opposed to club wise. So if there's a throw in Moton, it'd be more legal or more in keeping with the rules for me to play in Moton than it would be for Fritz's Island. It'd be better for you to play at Willie's than to drive to Fritz's Island.
Yeah, Willie's like right across the street from me now. So
yeah. So that's good. Well, he needs help, man. His pits are like concrete. You got to get over there with a shovel and some water and help him out, man. He's old.
He is old. That's right.
He got a bad shoulder. He needs some help, man.
Yeah.
Well, I think it'll happen. I think towards the end of May or maybe in June, I think we're going to have some variation of a tournament take place. So we may not see each other live unless we continue to advance, but it'll be 3. Fun. Yeah. All right, Dion, I just got one more question for you, buddy. You've been watching along online a little bit, right?
Yes, I have.
All right. Well, we got one question for you. Any celebrity you like, living or dead, you bring them to a Quake tournament. They can be your partner, anyone at all, unless they've been taken already. Who you got?
I think you'll appreciate this one, Tim. Philly guy, Sylvester Stallone.
Ooh, nasty. I like it, man. If terrorists attack this Quake tournament, we're going to be pretty well safe. After yesterday's Dan Grigas yesterday took Clint Eastwood.
There you go.
And George the Hammer took Bruce Willis from the Die Hard movies.
So we're like on the same line of
yeah, we're safe.
Same thought process, basically.
Yeah. Well, after Monk took Jesus, we pretty much He took Jesus.
Oh my God, that's Monk for you.
Yeah. Well, how you gonna be? You're not gonna be able to beat Jesus, right?
I guess I'd want him on my team. But I just figured nobody can pump you up more than Sylvester Stallone. You know what I mean? And he's a Philly guy, local. I know you're a Philly guy.
No, it's great. He's never out of it either. You're never out of a game with Sylvester Stallone.
Oh, no.
Nah.
He's going to make sure he wins every time.
Yeah, absolutely. He's gonna get up off the mat. He's gonna keep throwing quoits. He's never gonna quit. You hit him for a 12, it don't matter. He's gonna come back and beat you somehow.
Plus, he's the underdog. I like the underdog, man.
Yeah, I like it too. I didn't see the most recent. I got that in my list to watch. The Last Stand or whatever is the last Rambo movie where he's on a farm.
Rambo.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that was good, man. That was really good. I just love Sylvester Stallone. He's one of my favorite actors. So me and Melissa went, and she even liked it. She's not even really typically into those kind of movies, but
cool.
He kicked ass.
Yeah, man. Yeah, the only Rocky movie I didn't like was Rocky, I want to say 6 or 5 with Tommy Gunn Morrison. That was kind of lame. But
yeah, I love the whole Rocky series, but you're right. That one out of all of them is probably the worst one of them all. I'd say. You're right.
Well, when you make a billion movies, you're gonna have some that don't match up.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, brother. Well, this has been good. Again, I appreciate your time.
All right, man. Peace out, Timmy.
Take it easy, brother.
Point shot.